everyone, welcome back to Just Reading Daily. So it's July and it's time to start shelving all of the books that I picked up in June. To be honest with you, I've been kind of avoiding doing my shelving. I have 11 books that I picked up last month and the idea of it has just seemed really time consuming, but I need to get it done because I've already started getting some books. Here in July, we are doing the indie bookstore tour in Iowa that they've been doing the last few summers. I will tell you all about that in another video, but we need to get the June books shelved so I have a space to put these. Okay, let's go through the books that I picked up in June. The first is Pretend You're Mine by Lucy Score. I actually got this through a program that our local library is doing for adults. It's read 100 books before you turn 100, and for every 5 you read, you get to go in and get a prize. So this is the one that I picked out after I went in and showed them my first 5 books read. I have read far more than that, so I'm trying to be intentional. I don't want to finish it too early, but I love participating in the programs that our library offers. The more participation they get, it helps show how needed the library is and helps with their funding. So if you have a local library to you that offers programming, definitely go in and check it out. And I was able to get this book for free. Next up is my Probably Smut Book Club book from May's box. They're a little bit behind, so I got this one in June, but it was from May. It's Fragile Hopes. And this special edition is just so pretty. I absolutely love it. The gazebo artwork on the back might be my absolute favorite. But it's so pretty, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Great job to Probably Smut as usual for an excellent book box. I picked up If All Else Sails when I was on my girls trip for my daughter's birthday at the beginning of last month. I grabbed this while we were in South Carolina. Seems like the perfect summer read. I was in the middle of some other books, so I didn't actually read it while we were on the beach, but I look forward to picking it up sometime soon. I went down to Kansas City in June to go to a signing and conversation event with 2 authors that I absolutely adore, Ashley Poston and Chip Pons. They both had books come out middle of last month on the same day. So I have already read, but I picked up a copy of Dearly Departed. This was an add-on to the event ticket, so I was able to get this signed and personalized by Chip. I absolutely loved this book. I also have a copy of Winging It With You already on the shelves, which is on my TBR, and I hope to get to it really soon because I absolutely loved his writing. Would definitely recommend picking this up. And then I picked up The Dead Romantics at an indie bookstore while we were in Kansas City, and this one comes obviously highly recommended. I have not read it, surprisingly, as much as I have loved her books, so I'm really anxious to get this one done. I've heard from a friend of mine that this is her favorite Ashley Poston book, so it needs to move its way up my physical TBR very quickly. And then I also have The Someday Garden. This is Ashley's new release and the one that they were promoting at the event I was at. So another magic realism book. So I'm really excited to dive into this one. Everything she said about it and everything I've read about it seems wonderful. So 2 new Ashley Poston books to go on the shelf this month. Then while we were in Kansas City, we hit up a couple more indie bookstores, which is one of my favorite things to do when I travel now. I love going to see all of the unique things that these stores are doing. So I picked up a few more books while we were down there. One is Along Came Amor, which I just couldn't pass up. This gorgeous cover, again, looks like a wonderful summer read. Coming highly recommended from a friend of mine that I was with, Haunted Ever After. The Fake Mate, which has been on my Goodreads TBR for a long time, and I finally just bit the bullet and picked up a physical copy because I've heard wonderful things about it. And then the newest release that I had picked up at the bookstores was The Open Era. It's an romance tennis, which I don't have a ton of, but I ironically have 3 of them on my list now to read. So definitely a sport that's picking up some steam, and I'm really looking forward to reading this one too. All right, last but not least, I think that if you've been following any of my content, you have seen me talk about Power Shift. It is an Omega-verse first book in the series. I think the second one's going to come out later this year, from the hints that Hannah's been dropping. But I could not pass up this gorgeous special edition. Came signed. I think she still has some copies available on her website. But just beautiful. And I have read the ebook of this. I have listened to the audiobook, and now to have a physical book makes me so happy, because it was definitely a 5-star read for me last year. And I just love these characters, and I can't wait to see what else she does with this series. All right, so I'm going to make some room on the shelf that I will spare you having to watch me shuffle some books around, and then we'll get these ones all on the shelf. Thanks for joining me in shelving all of the books that I picked up in June, and I can't wait to share all of the fun reads that I am gathering in July with you. See you next month.